Thanks for tuning in. I'm Margaret Hunter Wade, and you're watching Cox Connections only on Cox 9. The Roanoke Valley has been recognized as one of the best places in the country to ride a bike, not only for exercise, but also for transportation. With more cyclists on the road in the spring, there's an increase in the possibility of accidents with cars. Ride Solutions, along with ND&P, an advertising and public relations agency, is hoping to educate both cyclists and drivers about the laws and rules of the road and get motorists to understand that there's a real person riding that bike through a campaign called Change Your Perspective. Jeremy Holmes of Ride Solutions joins me now. Welcome, Jeremy.
Thank you for having me.
It's good to see you, and great campaign, but let's hear the details about it.
Well, what this came about because as we've had a lot more people cycling, and we've had great increases in the number of folks primarily riding for transportation, but with some of the work done getting bike lanes on our roads. Recently there's a large section put on Peters Creek, the expansion of the greenways. We've had more people riding, but that has followed a number of kind of tragic incidents that happened over the last year. And so what we wanted to do was kind of address some of those safety concerns and make sure that people kind of knew how to share the road. We want to get some education out there about laws and policies and so forth.
Right.
But mainly we wanted to talk to folks behind the wheel and remind them that that bicycle on the bike lane next to you or turning on the greenway in front of you, it's a dad, it's a doctor, it's a mother-in-law, it's a person.
Yeah, humanize it.
Right. And so they pay a little bit more attention and give them a little bit more room. So the idea of the campaign is to show a driver what it feels like to be a cyclist and kind of how small you can feel. So I'll show you one of the examples. But the idea is, the cars are these huge multi-ton vehicles, and sometimes when you're sharing the road with one of those, you can feel very, very tiny.
It's true.
And so we wanted to help drivers kind of understand that, and so we're very lucky to work with ND&P and a number of partners, Curling Clinic and First Team Subaru, to get this information out there and help folks increase their awareness.
Yeah, these are beautiful materials. So how are you getting the word out? Like, I understand you've got these print pieces, but where will people see it? How are you working to educate?
Well, we're putting them everywhere we can.
Okay.
And so we've got them on billboards. We're working posters with bike shops. A lot of our employers, partners, are actually doing education with their employees. So they're getting the materials out anywhere from emails, digital billboards, to break rooms, running educational seminars and that sort of thing. So really we want them everywhere possible, all over the internet, your Facebook page, and just make sure that people kind of get a chance to see them. And this is something that we're launching now, but we will continue at least through the fall and certainly into next spring and next National Bike Month. And so we're going to constantly keep up this drumbeat of this information.
So people will really understand what it means. Because it is intimidating if you're on a bike and you've got people driving close to you or fast around you.
And this is the bike season, so it's only going to increase between now and the fall. And so you're going to see a lot more cyclists on the road.
So you said that we've seen an increase in the valley with folks using cycling as transportation. That's great news for the valley. Obviously rolls into your greater mission of Ride Solutions and a clean commute. But what is it, the work that you all are doing in part, and what's the desire to use cycling as transportation?
I think there's a lot of things that are influencing that. I'd like to think that some of the work we've done with education has made that possible. We've worked a lot with employers to build programs at the employer level, and Curling Clinic is a good partner with that. And they get out information and incentives about anything from health to parking incentives and that sort of thing. Yeah. The city in particular, but a lot of our local governments have put down good infrastructure, so they've made it safer. It is now safer to be on the road. Yeah. And then we've seen other things like improvements in our neighborhoods and downtowns that have made it easier for people to live closer to where they work and where they play, and suddenly those distances are very bikeable. And so now they're choosing to leave their cars behind and bike. So there's a lot that's going on that's driving this, and that means there's a lot of different kinds of people for different kinds of reasons who are out on their bikes.
Yeah, which is great. It's great to see. So tell us a little bit more beyond the Change Your Perspective. What else, Ride Solutions? I know you've just done some big events in May around cycling, so tell us what you got going on.
Well, we're wrapping up National Bike Month, and so we've done our film festival. We've got a big concert on Saturday the 23rd, a lot of other events that are going on. We've just come off of an event called Art by Bus, where we worked with the local transit agency and put a writer and artists and musicians on our buses, and we'll be rolling it to another program in the summer, working with the libraries that are going to encourage people to read while they're either on the bus or riding with a carpool partner. And so we're doing a lot of partnerships as the summer gets a little hotter and maybe some people are not as eager to ride their bikes.
Sure.
We'll be talking a little bit about the other stuff that we work with, and a lot of that is transit and carpooling and telework and similar programs like that.
And ultimately, all of this, what is the ultimate purpose for this?
Well, the ultimate purpose is we want to help people leave their car behind and try an alternative mode of transportation. And we do that because it's great for the local economy. If people aren't spending money on gas, most of that money leaves the economy. So when they aren't spending money on gas, they're spending money at our local businesses and in our neighborhoods. We do it for air quality. The summer can be a really bad time for particularly smog and ozone pollution, and so getting vehicles off the road helps reduce vehicle emissions and improve that, and work with public health and just our quality of life. The fewer cars are on the road, the more people that are walking and biking and using transit. We think the better our neighborhoods will be, the better our communities will be.
Sure, excellent. Well, Jeremy, thank you for coming in. Thanks for all the hard work you're doing to make a difference. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
For more information on Ride Solutions and the Change Your Perspective campaign, go to ridesolutions.org. And before you go, I want to personally thank you for choosing Cox Communications for your entertainment, information, and communication needs. We know you could have chosen another provider, but because you chose us, we promise to provide you with quality products backed up by a talented local team of professionals. I'm Margaret Hunter Wade, and we'll see you next time on Cox Connections.